Namaskar, good afternoon, and a very warm welcome in the next session of NCERT and PM eVidya channels. We bring you the live session of English, and the class is 8th. Topic is English, and definitely the subject we are going to learn, we are going to read is very important. That's, the chapter is the Tsunami. So to discuss this Tsunami chapter, we have our guest, Dr. Meena Sehrawat, Assistant Professor. Meena ji, namaskar, good afternoon, and a very warm welcome.
नमस्कार सभी दर्शकों को नमस्कार.
So let's begin with this tsunami. What kind of tsunami is it? Because now I'm scared about all these, natural disasters. We are already facing so many challenges in our daily life.
Very right, very right. A very good afternoon to all the audience who are with us. So today we are going to talk about a class 8 chapter 2, and the name of the chapter is the Tsunami. But before starting that, I just want to ask you that nowadays natural disasters are continuously in news. Sea waves that comes with the force and pressure causes lots of destructions.
Yes.
It is a disastrous strain as many people are losing their lives, property, animals, even ancient trees gets uprooted, and it has caused a lot of destruction. Right? So today, we are going to start this chapter. But before starting this chapter, I would like to do a pre-reading activity. Okay. So Rahul, find the difference between the two pictures.
Yes, I can sense it as I, have seen on my screen. First picture is a very normal picture of a seashore when, a boat is waiting for the passengers, and there are coconut trees and, people can have some sunlight.
Yes.
But the second picture, is a disastrous one after the tsunami came or hit the seashore because, humans are battling for life and everything is disastrous now.
Very right. Picture. Yes, the trees are uprooted. Yes. The people are really battling for life. They are struggling there. You can see the boats, how it has turned down. So, you can see that this is the scene of a seashore, which when we go and enjoy there, and this is something, it means some natural disaster has taken place in the second one.
Yes.
Okay. Can you look at the picture and name the natural disasters? And I want my audience who are there with us, the viewers who are there with us, to also write in the chat box, because I have given you a box which is going to help you out, but you need to find out which word will be there in box 1 and which one in 2. So in the chat box, I want you to write 1 is this, 2 is this one, as per the pictures. Rahul, can you guess some of the pictures?
Yes, let me start from number 6. Number 6 is the earthquake.
Great. Number 6 is earthquake. Yes.
Okay, and number 2 is tsunami.
Yes, number 2 is tsunami.
And number 3 is volcano.
Number 3 is volcano. Rahul is an intelligent boy. Good.
Okay, thank you very much. And I think number 4 is cloudburst. So we have two options left: flood and drought, right? So number one is flood, and number 5 is drought.
Very right. And now you need to check the viewers, the learners, those who are with us, that Rahul has rightly pointed out all the answers correctly. So I want you to check that and also keep writing your answers in the chat box. Your responses are very important for us. So do write in the chat box.
One student is there, and who is giving me the company, and two. They are increasing. Janmejay Singh and Madan Mohan Roy. They are sending the answers. Correct.
Oh, great. So now let's move further. Can you guess these natural disasters? See, you can see here. You can see some circles here, and again some circles here. And Rahul, for a clue, I have also given a riddle. Water everywhere, all floating here and there. Sea waves are touching sky. Think hard and identify. This is one of the answer. This is the clue for one of the answer. Can you guess it?
I think this is the southernmost part of India.
Yes. And but what natural disaster is supposed to occur here? Can you guess that? And I have given the clue. This is with E, and another one is with T.
T means tsunami.
Yes.
If I get it right, T is tsunami, and the next one is E. E for earthquake.
Very right. Absolutely right. So
Okay.
look at the riddle. See, you can see the scene of the tsunami and water everywhere, all floating here and there. Sea waves are touching sky. You can see how they are touching sky. And
Yes.
think hard and identify. And you rightly identified it's tsunami.
Right.
Yes. Now, let's talk about what's the meaning of tsunami. First
Okay.
of all, the tsunami is a Japanese word and it's made up of su plus nami. And before that, the T is silent. That's why we don't call it T tsunami. It's tsunami because T is silent. And su means harbor and nami means waves. So tsunami is a very large and powerful waves that causes due to the earthquakes under the sea. And when we have earthquakes in the land area, so we call that earthquake. But when that earthquakes you feel under the sea, we call them tsunami. If you do remember, Rahul, on 26 December 2004, a tsunami hit in Thailand and also some parts of India like Andaman Nicobar Islands and Tamil Nadu coast.
Yes.
So this story which we are going to read today is about the stories of courage and survivals.
Okay.
And this story is in many parts. It has 3 parts, and in every part there are different stories, or I can say incidents. So we can say there are parts within parts.
Okay.
So today we are going to deal with part 1 of this chapter, right?
Okay.
So let's begin. So before starting that, I just want to tell you that this was the area which was there in stuck by the tsunami, and you can say that Andaman Nicobar Island was also hit by it. This is the Tamil Nadu coast, and other than that you can see Sumatra, Thailand, and some parts of the Indonesia also. So that was all hit by the tsunami on 26th December. And as you can see that today in the stories we'll be talking about the Nicobar Island, and especially in the Nicobar Island we'll be talking about this Nankori Island. Can you see this Nankori Island? Yes, and another one is Kachol, which is here. So in the stories which we are going to read are related to the Nankori Island and the Kachol Island.
Okay.
So let's begin with part 1. So these stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Archipelago is a group of islands. How we are going to pronounce it? Archipelago. It's the group of islands. As I have shown you in the Andaman and Nicobar, they are the group of islands, and out of these group we are going to study or read about Nankori Island and Kachol Island. So Ignatius was the manager. Ignatius is the name of this manager of a cooperative society in Kachol. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the father rushed out of the house. When the tremors stopped, they saw that the sea was rising. Can you tell me why he took down this television set, Rahul?
Because due to earthquake, it can be fallen down from the table?
Because the tremors means there were shakes. Tremors means shakes. So they were able to feel some shake. So that's why they thought that it can fall down and it's very delicate. So they thought of putting it down. But then what they observed, the sea is rising. So in the chaos and confusion, Two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. So mother's brother is your maternal uncle, whom you call Mama, and mother's father is Nana. So the two of the children caught hold of the hands of their Nana and Mama and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. So Ignatius was not able to see them again. His wife was also swept away. Swept away means taken away by the sea waves. Only the three other children who came with him were saved. Now, can you guess how many members were there in his family?
Total 6.
See, one is mother's father, mother's brother, two of them were there.
Yes.
Then Ignatius, his wife, and the two children which were with them, and three children which are safe with them. So total how many now?
Okay, 9.
Yes. So, but only out of the 9 members, only how many? 3 children and Ignatius, and 4 of them were saved.
Right.
So here is the next small incident or a story, and it's again of the same island, that is Quechol Island. Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Quechol Island of the Nicobar group of islands. And what do we call the group of islands? Archipelago. What do we call? Archipelago. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter from the waves. He was able to save. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. So the guest cook means the one who used to cook food in the guest house. So his wife was crying for help. Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. So even they were taken away by the waves. So now, before going to the new incidents which were there in part 1, we just want to have some CCQ, concept checking questions, right? So the first question is, a tsunami is a sea wave caused by, and I want my viewers to write it answers in the chat box. What's the answer of 1? Write 1, then is it A, B, C or D?
D, okay.
Can you guess, Rahul?
Yes, I think the answer is D, earthquakes under the sea.
Yes, it's the earthquakes under the sea is known as tsunami.
Okay.
So on 26 December 2004, the tsunami came under the which ocean?
Oh, Arctic, Pacific, Indian, Atlantic. So answer is Indian Ocean.
Yes, answer is Indian Ocean.
Okay.
2 of Ignatius' children died because, what was the reason for that? They were separated from their grandparents. They could not hold Ignatius' hand. They had gone in the opposite direction. They were locked in the house.
I think they had gone in the opposite direction.
Yes, they had gone in the opposite direction. What was the...
Janmejay and Madan Mohan is also sending answers with me. YouTube.
Wonderful.
All right.
What was the occupation of Sanjeev? So, what was the occupation of Sanjeev? He was a manager, he was a policeman, he was a teacher or a guest house cook.
He was a cop, policeman.
Yes, he was a cop, he was a policeman.
Yes.
Very right. Now moving forward to another incident that took place at that time. So, this here, it's a 13-year-old Meghana was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. She spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on to a wooden door. So she was able to get a wooden door, and she was holding that wooden door, and she spent 2 days floating in the sea. 11 times she saw the relief helicopter. Okay. This is the helicopter which generally comes in such natural disasters.
Okay.
So she was able to see 11 times. She saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashores in a daze. Daze means she was unable to think and react due to that shock. And what was that shock? The shock was that she was not able to, she was there in the sea for 2 days.
2 days, yes.
Yes, she was not conscious at that time.
Mhm.
Now we have come across many new words, and we have also discussed about such meaning. Now I want you, all my viewers, to guess the meaning of the words, the new words, which we have come across in this chapter. So coast, can you guess what's the meaning of coast?
Shore?
Shore, it's G, shore, very right. Tremor, and what's tremor?
Slight shake and jerks?
Yes, they are slight shake and jerks. And when Ignatius felt tremor, he kept his TV on the ground.
Floor, yes.
Swept away. Swept away means
Taken away?
taken away. Chaos. What's the meaning of chaos?
Unable to think
Chaos.
and react, confusion.
Yes, confusion.
Confusion.
Chaos means confusion.
Yes.
And then we have a word which is archipelago. What does that mean?
Oh, answer is C, a group of many
A
islands.
group of many islands. Very right. Answer is C. Recede. The water was receding. He saw the water recede. So recede means move back. And when he saw the water recede, he understood that now it's going to come back with a great force.
Mm.
And the last one, seventh one, is daze.
Yes, and the answer is unable to think and react. Option B.
Very right. Unable to think and react due to any shock.
Right. My friends are playing with me, RM Arya, Madan Mohan, and Janmejay. Yes, they are playing with me together with this, full match, I think. They are enjoying the class.
Wonderful. Thank
All
you so
right.
much for being with us.
All
So,
right.
as you can see that now we have come across two more incidents. One was related with Meghana and another one was related with Sanjeev. So let's have some concept checking questions again. So what did Meghana hold in water? What was she holding?
So my
Wooden
friends,
bowl.
be ready with the answers.
Yes, I want my viewers to write the answers in the
Yes.
chat box.
Yes.
That is specially meant for you. Wooden log, wooden door, grandfather's hand, coconut tree.
I think wooden door, I think.
Yes, you even saw it in its image. For how many days was Meghana stuck in the water?
2 days?
Absolutely right. It's B answer, that's 2 days. And how old was Meghana?
I think she was around 13 years old.
Yes, she was 13 years old. And who did Sanjeev try to save? His wife, his daughter, guest house cook's wife.
I think I forgot the answer, but
Yes,
let
it
me
was-
guess. Guest house cook's wife?
Cook's wife, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Because she was crying for help. And who was John?
I think he, Sanjeev's father, manager, petrol company.
John was the guest house
Cook.
cook.
Okay.
Very right. How much time is left with us?
Hardly 3 minutes. We should
Okay,
wrap up
then
very soon.
I'll skip this one and we'll come to something which is beyond the text.
Okay.
As you have seen, do you think there are more natural disasters than in past? Like recently we have cyclone
Okay.
then one is still
Yas.
approaching.
Yes.
Yas. And even if we talk about last year, you can see in the news, this newspaper clipping,
Yes.
that in May and June 2020, Delhi NCR was having lots and lots of earthquake.
Yes.
So you need to discuss that with your peer, and if you are at home, with your siblings and parents. Do you think we are prepared to deal with these disasters? you need to also discuss this.
Yes.
And then I want you to discuss one situation. And the situation is, imagine that 4 of you have survived a natural disaster and are waiting for rescue helicopter. You have seen the rescue helicopter in the image, yes. But only 3 of you can be rescued because the capacity with this helicopter is only for 3 is left with it now. You need to justify why you should be one of the rescued people. So I have given you a situation, put you in a situation, and now you need to think and answer how you are going to justify yourself that you should be one of the person whom the rescue helicopter should save you or rescue you.
Right.
Got my point? So I wish you to write their answers and then share with us in the emails so that we can read your answers.
Yes.
Right?
And for that answer, our email ID is dth.class8@ciet.nic.in. And also those who have joined us and those who are not able to join us, there is information for you. All of you viewers may find the timetable, schedule, and other details from CIET and Swayamprabha website. So it will be really, really beneficial for all of you so that you can join us on time as per the schedule, as per your class, as per your subject, and as per your choices. So thank you, Dr. Meena Sehrawat. You have joined us with this wonderful chapter of Tsunami, and this is a kind of exercise we should do at our homes, and we can write something, creative for us.
And we'll be waiting for your replies in the email boxes.
Yes, definitely we'll wait for it. And as we get it, definitely we will be forwarding it to you. Thank you, Dr. Meena, you have joined us. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks all the viewers also for being with us. Thank you.
So this English session comes to an end now. Keep watching for the next session. We will be right back with the next session. Keep watching PM eVidya channels and NCERT's official YouTube channel. Namaskar.